Good morning, everybody. Eloise with GP Care Packages and Blankets of Love. This is October 9th. We're actually going to be doing our 2025 startup of Voices in the Street. And it's a young lady that I want to introduce to you. Her name is Tayana. And she's actually part of the community that we're looking to help and assist. And we're just trying to get the stories out of people and get a voice recognized with the name of an individual that is going through a situation, maybe possibly, but also needing to be able to have an opportunity and an outlet to communicate. And we're so thankful that she's actually taking the time out to join us today. And we just want to know a little bit about your story, sweetheart. Whatever you feel free to talk to us about. And what is it that you need? And how can we help you?
My situation is that for a while I was, in a so-called family, but it wasn't like really so per se like family, And every time I would like try to talk to them, they would like, pretend like they was listening, or they would pretend like they cared and all this other stuff. And it was like, this is something they didn't say.
Okay.
And so every time it was getting worse and worse, Then I had a situation with my mom, and one minute she was cool when I was younger, she was okay, she was fine. But then as the years, came and went, she just started, changing. And it was like, what's this woman? And I was like, I don't know. And then I was saying to myself, like, oh, one day she would change, and one day she would get better. But she was like wishy-washy, up and down, here and there, she was like more there, but not all the way there.
Okay.
Because sometimes she was like pull away, and then she didn't want to fall too close or whatever. But she was like that because she did not have close upbringing to her with her mom. So when she tried to have her listen to me, it was kind of difficult for her. But it was never difficult for me because she's my mom. But like I said, as it got more and more, like years came and went, then it was like, Mom, what's wrong? She would never say anything. She would just avoid the situation, avoid the problem, avoid the issue. So when I couldn't take her anymore, I would go and call my dad.
Okay.
And then my dad, he would like supervise us and try to make it more better. You know what I mean? But my dad was like, he was like the one, my dad was a peacemaker. But my mom, no. She was the one that was like, instigate and try to make my dad think one thing about me.
Okay.
And I would tell my dad, I said, Dad, look, your wife, your ex-wife. She, she do stuff, but half the time she don't know what she's doing. But most of the time she do. You know what I mean? But I didn't like that part about her. Then she went and told my dad that, oh, no, she just don't like me. I'm like, what? Because I was young at the time. I was like 14, so I didn't know what she was talking about.
So this is things that happened to you when you were younger.
Yeah.
But how has that developed you to who you are now? And
Well,
what has it been as far as your journey currently? Has it made you a better person? Has it made you to be able to stand firm and know that no matter what you're facing and your past is now past behind you, but now there's a future ahead of you? Have you made reconciliation with your mom?
No, there's no reconciliation with her because she don't want one, because she's so stuck in her ways to the point like she like, no, just leave me alone. And then she closed the door. She wouldn't even open the door.
So how have you developed through this situation?
Well, on my point, I say that's her. You know, let her be her. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like I understand her, love her a little bit, not that much, but just a little bit, but far distance. Far.
Sometimes we have to separate ourselves from certain situations.
Yeah.
My suggestion and word of advice and wisdom would be that I would pray on the situation. If you know the Lord, He's able to do exceedingly and abundantly above anything you can think or imagine. And if you talk to Him about the situation, ask Him to work on your heart and change her heart. There's things that He can do that we can't do as humans. But what I would honestly say to you is sometimes we have to learn how to forgive. Right? Because we put ourselves in a situation where we have that unforgiveness, it weighs so heavy on us. We're not in the right mindset or heart set that it blocks us from our blessings that the Lord has.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
You know, and I would say, especially with your mother, we only get one. And if she's still alive, no matter her mistakes, no matter, even if you're a mom, no matter our mistakes, that doesn't define who we are. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
And maybe you should reach out, and even if it's just to check on her, you know, who's to say? And we can't hold people to their mistakes, right? Because we all make them. But from what I have recognized and come to recognize of you, you are a beautiful person. You know, and whatever the situation may be that you're facing right now, you know, we want to be able to have an opportunity to encourage,
right,
and bring light to where there's areas of darkness. And you know, no matter what you're facing, you're not in this alone. Even when we're by ourselves, we're still not alone. You know the Lord, right? He says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. What can we do to help you? What type of resources do you need, Ty, in regards to the help? And the reason I say that is because I want those that are going to see this video to be able to reach out to us and say, hey, I have been there, or I know where she can go to get this and get that. What type of help do you need?
Permanent housing.
Okay. And besides the housing?
And employment.
Employment, okay. So what I would say to my viewers and for GP care packages to be able to actually honestly start and make a difference is permanent housing. If you know anyone that has opportunities for those that are unhoused, we need to have some resources. If you know anyone that's hiring, what do you do? What type of work have you done?
Janitorial and housekeeping.
If you know someone with a maintenance company, if you know someone that has housekeeping needs, please let us know so we can get Ty in a position to where now she can start being more actively in the community. And sometimes we all just need a little bit of help, whether or not it's just a word of encouragement, whether or not it's an opportunity to have a door open, whether or not it's just to say, hey, I need the help. We definitely are looking to be able to be a resource to many. And Ty, is there anything that you would like the viewers to know about personally, besides anything that you've been through? What do you want the viewer to know about Ty?
Well, about me is that I've grown past, you know, other situations and issues because I know the Lord and I know God, and I'm a God-fearing woman, which I believe in the Word, the Scriptures, and the Bible according to what God said. You know what I'm saying? Not the world. I am a faithful woman. I'm a strong woman of faith first. And God is the head of my life. And Jesus is my Savior. And He provides for me. And I'm always safe. And this is for viewers. Always remember God first. God is love. Stay with God. Never leave God. He will never leave you. And I'm very happy for y'all to help me within my permanent housing and to get employment, and I will believe that I will make it no matter what, because I'm a strong woman of God.
Claim it and receive it.
And I claim and receive it.
That's right. So what I want to do is